If you've seen any of these videos on the screen, I'm very sure you probably don't know the face behind the directing of these videos. And that's why today we're speaking with the Alien, who has almost 200 million views to his name on several music videos that you probably love. We had the chance to sit down with the Alien today in the studio to discuss some of his amazing projects, specifically 3 projects in 3 different budget ranges, from $10,000 to $30,000 and to about $50,000. And for him to share and break down the process on how I was able to execute projects with this magnitude. So come along and I hope you learn 1 or 2 things from this amazing conversation. Now to the video. What's popping now?
I'm up, man.
How you doing now?
Fine.
Can you introduce yourself to us and what you do, how you see yourself?
Everyone calls me the Alien. My name is Adebayo Emmanuel Fakesi. I'm a film director, creative businessman, creative director, full-blown creatives. I do so many things.
Creatives, they make money,
Yeah.
anyone.
We really try best.
So, I'll call you Alien, yeah?
Yeah, the Alien.
Why?
As brief as it can be, like the situations surrounds my being, my existence, my birth, growing up, everything. It just makes sense to coin that, the alien to what it is, because that's what it is. Everything has been very supernatural, out of the ordinary and all that shit. Yeah, we used to call me
used to be B-boy.
B-boy. In fact, a lot of people have unfollowed me because they don't see B-boy.
B-boy
like Alien. Davido unfollowed me, I think, because he was like,
who be this?
I'll show you Alien. And we used to be really close, those kind of things. It was 2016, 2017. I changed it. The Alien everywhere, yeah.
Did that correlate with you transitioning into being a full-time director? Because you used to be an editor.
Yeah, I was editing for Clarence Peters at the time. So I feel like that's what a lot of people knew me as. The Alien thing actually became more established when I decided to become a video director.
Oh, nice. So generally today I just wanted to discuss 3 of your amazing works with you. And I've put them into 3 different categories.
Okay.
I assume that they're on different budget range with my assumption. So maybe you have to confirm that or not. So there's one called Kele, kind of more recent.
Yeah.
In a way. And there is Kilometer, I think that's a year or 2 years ago.
Bojo, that's 2 years ago.
And there is Moslado also.
Yeah.
2 years ago also. So I the way I perceive the project, I perceive them on different levels.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe
they are actually different levels, but they are the same levels because it's the Alien.
Yeah, the alien. I know.
The alien level.
I guess the alien level.
All the same
so
level.
For Kele, can you tell us how did that brief come? Mm-hmm. These are popping artists, but they're not maybe on the top 3, So how did it come about for you and them wanting to work with you and you also interested in the project?
So funny thing is, I really like that song, and the record label CEO is my friend. Shout out to God Boy. He's always fighting me, but we've been speaking about working. So this song came, it just blew up organically, and it was just so nice. And we're like, bro, this song doesn't have a video. Let's do a video. So it was okay, Alien, you let us know, because we are ready. But me, I'm always very busy. So it took us so long putting it together. But yes, we did put it up together. 2 cameras, 2 days in the night in Lagos. Just had fun. And I feel like it was vibes.
It came out really, really dope, and I must say it's very different from most of the videos that are coming out of the country or the space at the moment. And I actually really I like the camera language, the crash zooms here and there.
Oh, really?
And it was also surprising. I think you posted the shots on an FX3.
Yeah, it was an FX3 and an FX7.
Why did you go for the Sony systems? And
so honestly, we wanted to shoot everything in the night. Number one, we wanted cameras that has very good low light sensors. Again, very light, and we don't have to rig so much. And something that would also take the those I think this Sony like Zoom, all those
Yeah.
like 16 to something,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
Sony
those
G Master
large,
Zoom
long
lenses. So
zooms.
like we just decided, I and my DP Granville, we just like, bro, let's just do these cameras. They were like, yeah, 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 it's fine. Also, we used the FX3 mainly because we wanted to like rig cameras to like,
To people.
to people to
Yeah.
get those perspectives,
Yeah.
those snorri cam
Yeah,
perspective. But
perspective.
we couldn't do a lot because bro, it's crazy Lagos.
To shoot.
Yeah,
I can understand.
I wish I had more time though. That's one of the things I
Yeah.
wish I had more of. But yeah,
Yes, I mean, it actually came out great either way. So
thank you, thank
that
you,
one is
thank
for
you.
sure.
Gracias, gracias.
One of the reasons why I actually like that video is actually the storytelling
Mm-hmm.
in the video. Like three guys having fun in Lagos all around in the night, and in a way you can really much connect more with the song just by following the story. Personally, when I watch videos, I'm playing, oh, the camera angle. I mean, the camera angles are good, but I was more engulfed with like the story and seeing how these guys are actually. How important will you say like narratives are to music videos? A lot of directors of recent have been, or maybe artists requests have been like, I don't want plenty story, I beg. I just want nice visuals, clean visuals. It's kind of like a trend. And what will you say about that trend of people ignoring narratives?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it's what rocks your boat. Honestly, like it's what vibe you're actually in at that point in time.
Yeah.
Maybe this time you're in, you just want to show like a certain part of your life or a certain like style.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you're not in that mood to tell stories via, and also there's so many ways you can tell stories. You don't have to say, oh, someone died and so there's so many ways to tell a story.
Oh, nice. I think that did like justice to it. Do you mind sharing like the budget range of this video, like a range?
So we're going to be talking about 3 videos
Yeah.
and sharing like a budget range. Okay, a budget range for Kili, it was in between, let's say like a 10K and a like 12K.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a 10K.
It looks more expensive than that, to be honest.
Like 10K, 12K.
Yeah.
Also because we tailored. We also wanted to do something that was easy.
Yeah.
One costume, one scenario. These guys are going from one place to the other.
Place,
We are not trying to do so much. We are just going from here to here. So it's a thing. 2 days in the night, 2 camera system, low light, very not so small crew, but not a crazy crew all around Lagos. Just permits and you get, that was the goal.
What would you have done better like next time on Kili?
For Kili,
If you do it again.
so around the time I shot Kili, I was very busy. I was really, really busy. So like I really wish I wasn't as packed because it took me time before we could set all that up, getting permits and all that. But I really wish I was in, that tranquility, that space where you can have so much time. Also, like more days exploring more adventurous location. Like I wish they explore like more locations in Lagos.
But I said that
nice
would have
places.
probably taken the budget up.
But not necessarily. It might have just been like, well, more days, but not like crazy
not
like that. But
significantly,
also like just one thing with Lagos, no. Want to shoot here? No. No.
Right, it's
Why?
crazy, man.
No.
No reason. Okay, so let's quickly talk about Kilometer. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One thing that I've always wondered about Afrobeat. Afrobeat is a very great tune, but sometimes like not all songs. Some songs like the message can be distorted. We're talking about this and talking about this at the same time. Talking about this. So as a music video director, trying to like create like a general idea that's a lot of work, and that's why it requires like genius music directors to interpret a song. So actually interpret a song into one video. For example, Kilometer, like they talked about a whole lot of things, but you're able to bring up a visual that people still vibe with the song on screen. Like, how's that process for you? How do you like combat stuff like when you have like a brief for a song like that? That's you're speaking about so many things and you see it with just one video.
Okay, like I think for everyone is in different ways, but for me, most of the times before I have a song, right, I always have like ideas I want to explore.
Yeah.
So a lot of that is always on the side. Then also when I listen to maybe the music and everything, I listen to the song. Depending, I pick some points that I can build from, like from Kilometer now. Kilometer, that was like Kilometer, like literally from the I think the artwork, they had like some guy driving and they had a car. That made sense. So I was like, okay, it needs to have a car. At least it needs to have that. Then also like what also can run like kilometers. So that's why it also had a car. It also had like an horse. I think bicycles also, just things that can run kilometers. So that's there. Right then, at a point, he said, "Ejo Owomida." So that also we could bring in like product placement, Octa effects could come in, and all that. So like,
it makes sense. The connection
when you are listening to a song, so many things come into play. Things you want to do, things like small ideas you've had, literally just coming together. Then the song, what is it about? It's about Kilometer. Okay, now you see that all these things are coming together too.
I'm kind of curious. I saw what you did. It was very, very artistic with the phone on people's faces, and there was a lot of like different ages of mobile phones in that video. How did that come about, and how, if you don't mind, like explaining to us a little bit your thought process in adding that idea to the song?
I like. When we are trying to like do music video treatments or ideas, we have a bunch of references. So when we were doing research some time ago, I saw some bunch of images of phones or people's images superimposed on phones, and I really liked it. I liked how they separated like a face, a nose, ear, mouth. It's just on different phones. I was like, okay, one day I would like to do something that like in a music video. And a music video came, I just wanted to have like that difference. I'm fine. I just decided, okay, we're going to have a Buju just performing just his mouth, and we superimpose it on somewhere. We use it as transitions and all that. So I actually brought that mostly because of transitions, because I wanted to be able to transition from different places, because there were so many scenes. Like, so I was like, okay, how do I move from this world to this world to this world? So the phones were a catalyst for that to happen.
Finally, the scene where Buju was standing on the car, that was like on a green screen.
So that was two processes. Was shot. So we shot that on a green screen. Shot Buju on the same car, green screen behind. Then we now went out to shoot the car actually moving on the plate. So we shot the car's angle, then we shot Buju's angles, like 2-3 different angles. So we now shot those plates of the car driving, shot the front side, then we now literally composited them together on each other.
Makes sense. Yes. So talking about like camera angles and the rest, what camera did you decide to go with for this project?
The Area Alexa Mini.
Okay.
Because also like we just wanted, nice colors.
What decide your use of camera? Because I know you're one of the directors that explore the most range of cameras. Most directors I know, including myself, just stick to the Area Alexa. But you today you're shooting with the Blackmagic, tomorrow you're shooting with FX3, tomorrow is red. Like camera is like the camera does not matter to you.
First, because I'm from so many angles. I've been a DP. I've been an editor. I'm an editor. I'm a filmmaker. Also, like, I feel like round peg, round hole, square peg, square hole. I need to use a camera that helps me tell my story well. I can't want to hang maybe like a snorri cam now. And I want to use an LF to do that. Like, no, or maybe most of my shots are low lights, and I want to use maybe like a red dragon. Or do you understand? I need to calm down. Also, the budget, not every budget, because also with a camera, when you have a camera, you have the accessories and the things you have to use. Powers. So like, I mean, there are some cameras that they won't die, but there's some cameras just because you have this tweet, that tweet, it just dies anyhow.
Yeah.
Like, okay. My clients trust me enough to believe that, oh,
If it's this
it's Alien.
issues.
If anything, if Alien says I'm using a phone, I've used phones to shoot, but like, I mean, if Alien is saying he's using a phone, trust the quality. So I'm like, oh, yeah, nice one.
Oh shit, next one.
Yeah.
Those guys, some clients will change it for you.
Yeah, some guys will be like, no. Some guys will say, oh, why do you want to? Some guys, they'll tell you, I hope say you go use that Alexa, that LF.
Who is gonna tell all these artists about all these cameras these days?
It's like a trend. Like, it's not about the camera. It's not about the camera. It's about like, what are you saying? What are you trying to do? Like, you can use your phone. You can use this phone, this flip phone to shoot something.
And that would be the idea. Yeah.
Yes, and that's just an idea. Like, what's your idea and how are you
Yeah.
literally achieving it? So that's it for me.
What would you say was the biggest challenge in making the Kilometer video in terms of producing and also directing?
Kilometer. I feel like the most challenging part of it was having two superstars on set, Zinodiski and Buju. There were like some things, like some issues. So like, bro, I was like, damn, this
You want to involve yourself inside?
Yeah, because like, I mean, it's two artists that have like names and sometimes it gets stressful shooting for superstars.
Bro.
Bro, they need special attention. You need to understand, and still like, when they are there. You need to now make do of the time you have. God damn it, we already have an idea based that, like, so, because bro, it always pisses me.
It's crazy.
I'm so sorry, but yeah, like, I just wish
What you have to deal with
things can be more. You know, this is the time you want to come. Okay, fine. This time, do everything you need to do before that time, and we come and then we shoot and we leave. You know, yeah. I feel like, but the most challenging thing is just
their time,
managing the two superstars.
Were you able to like do everything you envisioned for that project?
We shot 2 days, so like, we made sure the things we couldn't shoot, we shot the next day. So like, I mean, it wasn't supposed to be 2 days, but the situations that surrounded it
had to make it to this.
And because of me, this is my idea. I want it to be achieved. So I'm like,
but speaking of that, like, I know it's shoot spilling over is always like a very dicey situation with like producers and all. How would you like handle such a situation if you didn't budget for 2 days, or probably you guys already budgeted, like, okay, in case?
Shout out to Empire, shout out to Buju, shout out to Octa FX. We had more than enough money. Everybody already brought money, so like,
let's enjoy ourselves. What would you say is like the essential element to making a great music video? Like, when you're making a video and you want this video to be great, what are those things you must not miss? Is it the art? Is it color grade?
I feel like, I'll just take that right out of it, man. I feel like it's your team. If you're trying to make great ideas that are not so minute and simple, there are some ideas that you can do it yourself. You can be the DP, but you can't even do everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like at every point in time, we need to appreciate our team. We have one of the craziest like team development in the history of any filmmaking, because like, nobody will sacrifice like proper information, no proper like knowledge, no school of something here, but like, we create like one of the most amazing videos in the world for most of the craziest stuff, for most of the craziest superstars in the world right now, and we are being nominated on the top level. Do you get, like, bro, it's not easy. Kudos to the people we create with, our collaborators. They're the ones that are the most important part of, you know, aside from budget, because that's what we are going to use to invite these people, I call them our collaborators. You know, aside from that, yes, the team.
Dope. Actually, I agree with that 100%. This is quite like a dicey one. How would you like balance your creative vision with like budget constraints? When you have, I know you didn't have budget constraint on Kilometer, but when there's like a budget constraint and you really want to do this idea, do you walk away, or do you rearrange the idea, do a budget version of it? What's like your first thought process?
I feel like
such situations,
we've gotten to a point in time where if we don't have enough budget, you know, there's so many ways we can diffuse that. Like so many ways. Like the budget for Kele is not as great as the budget for Kilometer, but like we shot both.
Yeah.
Now both ideas are really different from each other.
Yeah.
One idea is cohesive, like it's just everything in one. These
Yeah.
guys are coming from here to here.
Yeah.
One costumes, one babe, one location.
Yeah,
Do you
one-
get
everything simple.
one
Yeah.
and 2 days, right? But this other video has so many other elements: girls, cars,
Yeah.
horses, bicycles, people, like 30, 60 cars,
Cast, yeah.
different multiple locations, phones, transitions. Come on.
VFX
Yeah. With the budget comes the idea. Now, except you come to me that you have this crazy idea and you have this small budget. I feel like as a production company or as a director, you need to have this skill to be able to, okay, this is your budget. Okay, this is the idea. That's also why I feel like we need to fall in love with cinema, because there are so many ideas you can explore in.
So the way you combat that is you always know the artist or the production budget first
Yeah.
before you even write any idea.
Also, depending on the project, I need to like the project
Yeah.
enough to
Enough.
even want to say, okay, what is the simplest thing? If I don't even like it, when I hear the budget and I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I'm not interested.
I cannot think. But like when I like the song or I like the project, or I like the brief, or I like the brand,
Yeah.
I like, okay, what is the thing I can do? What can I do? Like I will search my soul.
to
I call
find-
Alien. I'm like, Alien, what
What
would
can you do and work with
Yeah.
this?
So and I mean, I thank God every time I just bow my head. I'm like, God, how far? Do it
So
again.
you guys can hear.
Yeah.
Make good music. So the
Make good music and worship God. And ask God for anything, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind sharing like the budget range for Kilometer? The range.
Oh, bro, like Kilometer we had more than enough. Octa FX. Think about
Yeah.
it. Octa
More
FX,
than-
Empire, Buju's, this kid.
Give us a range. It can be wide as wide as
Bro,
possible.
like we had product placement, so I don't know if I'm supposed to nail on that, but let's say between 30 to 50K.
That's actually.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, considering all those brands, it's supposed to be even more than that.
No, but like I mean, it wasn't no, like we had other brands,
Yeah.
but like I mean, it's just Octa FX.
Makes
Calm
sense.
down.
Octa FX.
Calm down. The music video is
yeah,
not-
money.
Yeah.
Watching the performance of Buju and Zinuliski in that video, how do you work with artists to like bring out like their best performance for a song? Do you specifically direct their performance, or is it like free flow, just hey, energy, or what's it like?
I like directing. Also, I like working with artists that I like to work with.
Yeah.
Or want to work with me, because I need to be able to come close to you and tell you, okay, this is the character you are
Playing in this.
This is
scene.
what it is. Like I always have that talk with my client. Oh, this is because most of my films, most of my projects have a reference,
Yeah.
maybe a film,
Yeah.
or a character. So I was like, oh, remember this. Oh, if you don't remember, if you've not seen it, watch it.
Watch it first
If
before
you not
you
watch
come on
it,
set.
look at it. Look, how would this guy react to this? How would this person? I like to direct because I feel like one of my strongest suits is directing. Yeah.
If we're going to like narrow it down to like Kilometer, are there any specific performance direction that you gave and that you want to like point out or reference to us?
So like where we superimpose Buju's mouth into the phone like that, like you have to take just
the mouth.
So he can't move his head right and left. You have to tell him, okay, Buju, look into the camera, put your mouth static and say, when I dare your speed. So he has to be like,
what did this guy
okay,
do?
when I dare your speed. No. Straight, your head straight on that video, that part. Also, those men that were playing you have to tell them to say Kilometer. Why they've not heard the song, so you just keep telling them, okay, Baba, I'ma play. They play. They don't play them as a Kilometer. So they were Yoruba men, so Kilometer no Omida is easy. They were like Kilometer Omida.
What are these people doing? Yeah. So let's move quickly forward now to the final video. I think one of my favorite video of yours, Moslado, like because the visual effects work on that was really great.
Crazy.
And I'm going to get to that question much more later. Firstly, Would you consider this like a higher budget production than usual?
Yes, because of the amount of visual effects and
Yeah.
also like how long in post-production it
I
takes.
heard that it took a lot of time in
Yeah, it
post
took like
production.
9 months from
Jeez.
we planning the project to we actually releasing
Releasing
the
it.
project. It took like 10 months.
That's very strange for an artist to have that kind of patience.
Yeah, also now that's also why it's cool to work with artists and work with clients that really want to work with you, because they came and said they want to do a video that feels like that, and they knew that I was the person. So actually, I'm going to say this. I've never said this anywhere, but UX, a very good friend of
Yeah.
mine, one of my mentors. I call him my mentors. He's an amazing human being.
Great guy.
Great guy, great guy. So they reached out to him, right? And they were like, okay, this kind of video we want to shoot. He was like, she's like, I like the idea, but this kind of video, Alien is the kind of person that would do this video. And I really feel like, oh, if you actually just take this to Alien would body it and you kill it. So they reached out to me telling me that, oh, we reached out to this director. This director said, I'm like, come on. Now I have to now think about two people, like, these are the clients. This is my director friend that actually passed me the commission.
You have to over deliver.
I have to deliver, but I mean, it's fine. It's the brief. That's why you guys came.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, we'll do it. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun,
really, really great.
Yeah,
Same question again. What do you guys shoot on?
We needed a camera where we can use like all the sensor and get everything we can get.
Yeah,
so we used the red helium 8K, because also I needed to do the visual effects in 8K. Then also grade in 8K, like just grading the highest resolution I can. Also, because of the world we were building is very high resolution, so like we needed a big sensor, big camera, big everything to go into the lens so that we can get as much information as we could get for visual effects to work on.
Mad. I didn't expect that you guys shot on like in
the red helium 8K. Yeah, that's like
that was a perfect camera.
That was the same camera that the Avengers Endgame was actually shot on. I've had some like Transformers, so like a lot of like very big VFX like heavy projects, they do it on the red because they also have like the biggest frame size, like 8K, 12. I think they even had 12K one time. Did they? Oh, I think they wanted to do that, but 8K, 6K.
Now that Nikon have bought them, maybe they will do so. I don't know.
Maybe it's not 12K. So yeah.
For something like that, when any client is bringing an idea, I'm sure there must be some creative differences here and there. Sometimes, maybe. I don't know if you've experienced it. And how do you manage that when you, as a director, you really feel this is the best approach to approach this scene or this shot, and maybe the client's like, I don't like this, I don't want this. How do you like balance that mix?
It goes back to me saying work with people that want to work with you and trust your vision, you know. Because if you've created, before a shoot, you've created a mood board and you've created a vision and they like it and they've approved it, they should, now they've given you the money, they've trusted you with the vision. I feel like when they now come on set and start doing all that, that's them tampering with the vision. So most of the time, like, we are working, we are doing it, this is how it's supposed to be. And as a director, you need to be able to like be articulating your vision. This is how I want it to be. Let them know that why is there a small space? This small space is so that water can drip out of something. Like, especially when you are working with VFX, like I'm the one that knows where the world is going to play and how me and my VFX artist and maybe my DP. I mean, also this is why it's very good to have like amazing like collaborators, which is why it's not just my decision. This is what works for the whole project. You can't say like, oh, why do I want to use like water dropping from top because I want to do like a rain effect. It helps my rain effect work better if I drop like water on you than just just leaving you dry and just trying to do a rain
effect.
effect. So you're like, oh, I don't want water, but do you want a rain effect? Fine, yeah. Do you want it to look real? Yeah, okay. I need to drop water. You maybe the intensity of the water wouldn't be as much as I would have loved.
Yeah.
But at least
Find like a middle ground.
A middle ground also then must now be water dropping in front of the camera too. So like, yeah, those decisions as a director, your vision really needs to be solid in your head, and you need to be able to explain it to your client that this is why it is that way.
Some clients that are very stubborn. No matter what, they still want to their own.
Yeah, I mean,
their way.
But
so what do you do in such scenarios?
In such scenarios, I mean, when it gets to the point to where, oh, I paid you for the job, do it. I mean, do it. So in case anything happens, that's why contracts and all this things are important. So when that happens, I'll cross my leg and be like, oh, we need to shoot another day. Oh, you have fucked up the project. Oh, so now you now have to shoot another day because you didn't listen to me. So next time, if there's ever a next time, you listen to me.
Yeah. Well, for Moslado in particular, was there any creative differences at all, and how did you guys sort it?
With Moslado, I feel like that project was. I mean, the only difference was that I don't feel like they knew it would take that long because of how much we needed to get it perfect. If they had given me more time, I would have taken more time, baby. Like I would have taken like 1 year. They wanted to work with me. They wanted to like. And every suggestion, every shout out to Tenny, shout out to her creative director to Aurelua Peters, because he's an amazing guy. He was there throughout, brainstorming ideas, literally okaying on stuff, sharing references. I feel like she has one of the best teams. She's one of those people also that have a creative team, and which makes it very easy.
The post-production of the project, you said it took like 9 months. Why?
From the inception of the project to delivery time.
Okay, the post-production itself.
Let's say post-production itself took like 6 months.
Why?
Because
for a music video, that's more than usual in Nigeria.
It's visual effects, right? Also now, visual effects is we literally creating an alternative world and making it look as close as it can to real life. Reflection, breeze, direction of air, water, splash, ripple, so much blur. So it's a lot of back and forth. Exporting takes time. We're working on like 4K, 8K footages. It's just so much to do. CG, and again, at that time, we were trying to do it. So I made that video in my mind. I was like, we're going to do everything in Nigeria, even color graded and everything. But at the end of the day, I graded in Russia. But like, it was graded by some guy in Russia. But like everything as per CG, animation, VFX was done in Nigeria.
Yes, and
which is I mean, it's struggle to do, but I mean, I wanted that to happen. So that's also one of the reasons it took time, because we rendered most of it here in Nigeria also. But when it was taking time, we just rendered the nice part of it in. We had a very amazing DP on the project, Femi Abojide. He's such an amazing collaborator. Anytime I do anything VFX, because he also studied physics, so like he's very to the T about like how things reflect. Like he's also one of those people that inspires me about just making electronic stuff, because like, I mean, why not? So
I would say it's like a flagship reference to what kind of VFX could possibly be in Nigeria.
Should look like. Wow.
Yeah. So that's
clap.
That's a great one.
Thank you so much, bro.
Are there any hidden gems you think people missed out from the Moslado video, or any of your works in general?
With a lot of my VFX work, I hide a lot of things in like the background.
So point
like, I mean, it's a bunch of stuff from lyrics to like my logos, to words of the artist. Like in Moslado, Ejeka Malo, she was driving, she was in the car. Also, I feel like one thing people would miss, we glided through 8 different worlds, 8 different sets, 8 different costumes. So she was, for a woman, she changed 8 costumes, 8 sets, hairstyles, including hairstyles and makeup.
Wow.
We shot like 48 hours, almost more than 24 hours. Like we were just there shooting and shooting and shooting.
That's quite a lot. 8
Hidden
costumes.
gems, there's just so much of them. Like some of them have just gone out of just being gems. Like,
what do you say about like artists constantly wanting to work with like different directors, or artists sticking to one director and say, oh, this is my guy? Because it's almost like a thing that, oh, you see this artist working with this director and then it's like you're not working with them again.
So I'm going to drop a bomb.
Yeah.
And this is it. I don't know. Arrest me, lock me up. But directors should be charging way more. So now this is it. As an artist, you should have a creative direction team. Yeah. Every artist that is sticking with one director for a while, quote me, they are sticking with that director because he has a creative direction for them that he's following, and they are feeling like he's working for their brand. Yeah. So they keep and stay with him. Once they feel like they don't need that thing anymore, they don't work with him. Yeah. So now that's why, like, also as a director, you need to position yourself to know what exactly you're doing on that team. Are you acting as just his video director or as his creative director? If you know that you're already doing creative direction work, just pull out your creative director contract on the table, because by the time you do the first one, you would see like if these guys are trying to keep you as that, because they also you'd also like not just have ideas on just the videos, but from styling, costume, how pictures. So they will also now take ideas from the way you made your video and make their pictures. You get, then they'll now start coming. So that's exhausting. I feel like if you notice that as a director, build them. So, but like there's some amazing artists that already have creative directors in their team, which they are allowed to, once they have a vision for a project, they're allowed to explore with whatever director they feel like can achieve it. Different directors have their own niche. Not me though. I can't do anything. I do anything. I mean, go tell you the one way I know if you do bring jobs, right? But like, see, I think you should put my face in that Bob Risky stuff. Me carrying it, I bring jobs. But like, I feel like it's also cool if it just like Moslado now, right? They came to me because they feel like I could deliver on a VFX heavy music video, like a VFX heavy referencing Missy Elliott. Yes, you asked for like one of the things that I feel like people miss. We referenced a lot of Missy Elliott's scenes from our very big music videos. So I'm going to put them and put the references side by side.
Yes, that would make sense.
But as you can see, like you just literally picked up and said, okay, because we really wanted it to be like when you're watching it, you see Missy Elliott, and there's so many like reactions of that people notice, like, this is so cool. Like, this is me reliving, like, because we just wanted that nostalgia. Like, if you knew, if you are like a 2000s baby, you really be like, that's Missy Elliott right there. Like, so I feel like that's it. So with clients going to change, or I mean, it depends on their creative direction. As a director, no hard feelings. You just need to know, are these people using me for this? If they're also using you as a creative director, my brother, build them. Except it's like a client that you have a like personal relationship with, which is different, which I would still also say is also cool. As you have a relationship, give them the contract so that it can be more, it can flow. Not that I give you a video idea, you use that video idea to create like 7 more videos with another person. How about now, my brother?
Cool,
Bro, like, like not everyone can do a VFX like Alien. Not everyone can do like storytelling like Director K or Perlix. Not everyone can shoot high fashion like TG Omori and Alien or Director K. Like, there are just some people that have like specialties, and when you know that you want to do this, you go to this person. Round peg, round hole. So I mean, there's some people that know how to do everything. There's some people that only know how to do like with commercials now, amazing commercials. Come and meet Ibidunni and meet meet Omomi Dada, what's his name?
The best.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these guys do amazing commercials. So I feel like once you have that, you can, there are also some people that they can do everything, like you too. You do music videos. You do music video again. You don't do music video again.
I've not shot the music video in like
let's
2 years.
Let's say like
I'm coming back though.
Somewhere. Hey, what are you saying?
Small.
You've just been eating the commercial bag. Like
small.
Yeah,
I actually want to
that's
come back to shoot like a couple music videos. But
that would be cool.
This time I want to like just have like.
Have you ever thought about collaborating with a music video director to create a music video before?
I mean, that would be cool. I'm open to like collaborating, but I mean, collaborating in Nigeria these days is very tricky.
Yeah, I also feel like that's also one of the things we should encourage, because I feel like we need to collaborate more. We creatives, we need to collaborate more. Like this is a collaboration. You're collaborating with other creatives to tell their stories. Like it's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Imagine we coming together to create like podcasts. We talking about things that matter.
Actually, it's
films.
needed. Yeah.
We creating like things. This would foster like a better relationship. Actually, we need to collaborate more.
Actually, for real. I mean, I think we'll get there. It's happening small. See this happening.
Yeah. I would like to see 2 music video directors
direct one
music video. I feel like that would be so cool. That would be so
crazy.
Crazy.
Something like that happens.
I would like to see 2 commercial directors.
I am Felix directed.
I saw that. Can you imagine that? And I felt like that looked like something that was really on the spot.
Yeah.
With the Felix's part.
Yeah.
And it really came out amazing. I saw you shot that also like one year before. And with Burna Boy is someone I've worked with a lot. I work
crazy.
With his spaceship thing. He's never around. He's always all
actually
around
so
the
when
world.
we were going to shoot the pickup of that shoot,
catch him
I wasn't
when you
around.
can.
I was in the country. So I mean, Felix was a good. And Felix had already worked with Burna Boy. I mean, a little before, and I was like, oh yeah. We just talked over the phone. I'm like, okay, this is what I had before in my head. How can you shoot? And they are just one location. How can you shoot something that we can just make? And I'm glad it came
And that
out.
was a really amazing commercial. Now look at it. Talk about collaboration. Like that never happened. We need to promote that more. I feel like you guys should come here and speak about it. Like, how did you guys do it?
True,
actually have an episode breaking that down, because that was so amazing. Nice one.
Thank you.
Big ups Pelix. Big ups Ibidunni.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Big ups Burna Boy. Big ups everybody.
Big ups Burna Boy. Actually,
yeah.
There is this. I'm trying to frame the question in the right way, as politically correct as I can. That music video directors, everyone has their time. What do you think about the entire thing? Do you think like music video directors have like a time bound where you're at your peak period and then, yeah?
I'll answer this with few questions and few answers. Clarence Peter just directed the new Burna Boy's
video. Yeah.
Clarence Peter has been like 20 years in the music industry.
Yeah. True. I mean,
cool. So that would take me to a place where I'll just say create value as a filmmaker, as whatever you do. Make sure they can always come back to meet you and you deliver at that certain level. Once people realize that you're a person of value, they keep you around.
Yeah.
And they keep working with you. And once people know this guy can deliver on this certain level, that okay, you go to Ibidunni, you go to Alien, this is what he will give you.
Yeah.
In fact, you might even not know, he might give you more this time, but I'm sure when I go to Ibidunni, he will give me this. Once you have that as a human being and as a person, you are fine. People would keep coming to you 20 years, 50 years from now. That's why it's also good to look at the greats. Like Christopher Nolan will still shoot an Oppenheimer like next year. Do you get you need to always create that value. As a filmmaker, I feel like your time, I mean, this thing, you're doing it for you. Actually, you're not doing it for other people. These people just come and take your services. You're actually a creator. A creator, you can keep creating. Like you, when you're not doing commercials, you're doing podcasts or you're shooting like music videos or you're traveling, creating content. That keeps you relevant. Ne? So I feel like as a filmmaker, as a creative, you have a very superpower. Your time is limitless, it's endless. Just keep creating.
But also, do you think the music video industry is affected by trends?
I feel like everything is affected by trends. The world is affected by trends. Like right now, there are no more like big houses, big doors, big parlors, big chairs. Everything is compact.
Minimal.
There are just few people, few artists, few clients that have that. Okay, we have a vision of our own. Most people just want to do what this other person is doing, and I'm never part of that. That's why you never see me create a lot of, because I see a lot of notes. Because once I see that, I'm like, no, I want to create this kind of thing. Like, and I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing, but I feel like that's also the way where like you can carve a very nice like path for yourself, because you're not following trends, you're creating your own trends. With that, you're able to like last more and create more trends. If trends no day, steez no day, you know, if you jump on steez,
True.
well, create the steez because you are the steez and it keeps
Makes
going.
sense.
Yeah.
What would you say to like aspiring like music video directors, people that wants to like jump into the industry, or anyone like watching this and is being inspired by your works or my work or anyone's work and feeling like, how do I get to this point? I mean, we are not where we want to be, but obviously
it's going.
There are people that are looking to like get to do the kind of works that we create. What like piece of advice will you say to them? And that's
first things first, God first, because like if you know me, you know that like God has to be the number one. Your spirituality, your true being, aside from this whole creative thing. Like, are you nurturing your spirit, your soul, your mind, your body? Once you're doing that, I feel like a lot of things will be okay for you, because your mind, your spirit, your everything, you're putting it in a point whereby is attracting, grace, mercy, everything. You're just in a good vibe. Secondly, honestly, I feel like you need to be consistent. Just pick a thing or two or three and just be consistent at it. Just keep doing it. Like me, how I came here, I started from, people knew me. I used to be a dancer.
Actually.
I've danced in few music videos.
That kind of influenced your work a little bit.
It influences my work. But I started from, in fact, actually being a graphic designer to being a choreographer, a dancer. Then I started being a blogger. Then after that, I started editing. After that, you get me, like one thing connects to one thing. Just keep learning new things. Also, keep trying to improve. Some people just went on YouTube and were just trying to play with the software, and that became a multi-million-dollar type thing for them. Just don't stop learning. Also, then put yourself around like very good people. Look at people that would push you to like people. In fact, they don't have to be in your industry. They just need to be people that inspire you. Take mentors. Like me growing up, my brother, a lot of people knew me. Like, I take mentor. I can just have this person from this country. I just put this person as my mentor. Just start following the person. How does this person do stuff? Just keep being hungry. Everything will just align for you at the end of the day. So
Makes sense. Thank you, Alien. Like, this has been like a very insightful one, even for me myself.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you opened your heart to share.
Finally.
We've been talking about this thing since June.
This for like a year.
I checked I'm like,
oh my God.
Since June.
And it was even before then, because there was a long time I was just traveling. Bro, like,
well, I'm glad we've done it.
Glad to be here, man. Glad to. But I'm supposed to interview you too.
I'm down. Nobody don't interview me.
I don't have
I never blew.
Maybe we'll do another one where people just be interviewing
you. Know what I mean?
So man.
Thank you guys for watching this episode, and please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to be back. I'm consistent. So if you don't subscribe, I'll not do on that one.